Hello and welcome back to the channel, and we are still at the Goodwill Outlet in Bridgeton, Missouri. This is actually my husband's last video. I thought I already posted it before I started posting mine, but this is his that he made. Honestly, if I would have seen that, I would have picked it up. It's old school microwave stuff. I want to say like late 80s, early 90s when the microwaves first came out. I was like, look, you can bake in your microwave. I'm sure it gives us cancer now, but I probably would have picked it up. It looks like he picked it up. I don't think it came back with us because I was recently going through this stuff. But I would have probably picked it up and sold it, maybe. It was probably heavy and brittle. But that was definitely the old school original bacon in your microwave. The lots of speakers. Again, this is my rant with electronics. I wish they would small appliances and electronics priced differently. They would sell them so much. There were so many bread makers and instant pots and air fryers and large speakers and stereos and stuff. I wish they would have priced them separately. They price books separately, and they price VHS separately, and they price like ceramics, like dishware and figurines and stuff. They price those separately. This Goodwill Outlet, if you haven't watched previous videos, this Goodwill Outlet is open 2 times a day, 10 to 1, 3 to 6. And in the middle, they switch out. They do not do an hourly refresh, which I really like. It gives me time where it forces me to go eat and take care of myself where normally I would not. We've been trying to figure out how to make it back to the bins. We haven't yet. Oh, it's Outlet from PJ Masks. My youngest was really into PJ Masks. That's a 31 bag. I probably would have also picked it up. Chocolate Frog from Harry Potter. We did end up with that. I have seen that recently going through it. Some drink bottles pick up. See, like this one has a big S on it, but honestly, I got a really nice Carhartt insulated backpack lunchbox thing, and it had a golf tournament on it here at the bin, and I was able to take a seam ripper, so a sewing machine ripper, and small cuticle scissors, and I was able to cut the entire thing off. At first you could kind of see it, but then you couldn't. Hey look, fake money. But after I've used it for a while, it is all faded to the same, and you can't even tell that it used to have an insignia on the front of it. So but I wouldn't sell it. So if I was going to keep it for myself, I'd be cool with that. I would just take it off or just live with someone else's monogram on it. It's not that big of a deal. As long as it wasn't like their full name. So like an S or an M or an A and E or something. Stamps. I accidentally bought a bunch of stamps. I put them in my cart and I forgot to take them out, and they tumbled to the bottom. I was able to sell one of them though, and selling that one made up for everybody. He put a Daniel Tiger character, I think, in the ring box. It didn't fit, so now he's looking for another character to put in the ring box. There's a Daniel Tiger. Don't sleep on wrapping paper, by the way. I got some Erin Condren wrapping paper there, and it sold. It was new in package. I have some vintage wrapping paper I need to sell. I have not got around to selling yet, just because it's hard to wrap. Hard to wrap, hard to pack. Sorry. 'Tis the season. I'm exhausted. It's the exhausted season, and it's not even the holidays yet. We're getting close. But like that, no one's going to buy an ironing board. Paying per pound is going to cost more than the stupid ironing board. He's literally spending time trying to find something to put in this ring box. And he's taking it with him to find something to put in later. The WWE things, those can go if they're name brand. I don't know if this is name brand, but it was broken. So maybe and at this point my husband has a bag, I have a bag, and our son has a bag, but our son is not buying, like he's not filling his cart with anything that we are going to resell. Honestly, my husband's probably looking at this, not necessarily for the tent, but because we lost our tent bag. So we have a very large tent and we lost the tent bag. Again, though, I'm not going to pay for the tent per pound because it could be like 30 some pounds. So, yeah. The WWE thing, again, is off-brand. I don't think it's name brand. I looked at the same thing, which is ironic. 5-star, they can be expensive. Audrey Hepburn. Photo. I'm still on the fence. I think my videos are slightly more stable with this thing on my chest. We have our GoPro knockoffs mounted to our chests at this point with a magnetic mount. I don't know if I do less moving or my movements aren't as quick as his, but he might be at the wrong height for it, where it was at a pretty decent height for me. Try not to get motion sick, everybody. We're in this together. Little bag of figurines. They look like the things that you get in, they're Ryan's World figurines. I just saw that one. I was going to say they look like the things you get in the eggs, the Kinder eggs. I don't know what this is. He probably does, but he isn't here to do this video with me. I have no idea what it is. I would probably got the golf club heads. I just sold a golf club head. I've had it for a while, but I just sold it, and honestly, they're not that expensive. They don't weigh that much. I will get them if they're like Callaway or, what's the other brand? I will definitely pick them up if they are Callaway, though. Or if they're very novelty. So like a shark's head or something like that. I was trying to read what the coffee cup said. I can't tell. He's moving too much. It's like we're being dropped into the bin. What's so funny is you do see me go through these same exact bins before. So this is the end of his shopping time, and my video where you see me go through these same exact bins was actually the beginning of mine. So I hit them before he hits them. I would have picked that up, honestly. It's a reel. I didn't even see it in there. I would have picked it up. I don't even know what brand it is. I would have picked it up. Usually if it's a mount and remount, that means something. People tend not to, make expensive reels mount and remountable. If you put him in his cart, then he looked it up. But I don't remember seeing it. Again, this is in May, and we still haven't got through some of the bags. We did get through some of them recently, just to clear them out so we can put our Christmas tree up. That's how pathetic we are at the moment. Woodstock, is that a window cling? It's adorable. Again, we're doing this in May. Yeah, I know you're getting the video close to December. We're doing this in May, which means all of the Christmas, the Halloween, Christmas, everything is coming out in May. Definitely seasonally off, but if you list that stuff early, then it could be seasonally on. So, be aware of that. Technically, it's off season. People aren't going to buy them, but we're seeing things come earlier and earlier into retail. Of course, he's reading the paper. This is my not surprised. Again, though, this is at the end of it. We did close them out each time. This is homemade. It was funny. Oh God, he's going to put it on his head, isn't he? Nope, he puts it on the tiger's head. That was cute. Punching bag? Speed bag? I think. I probably would have looked at the ornaments. It might have been empty though when he felt it. But again, I've already been through these bins, and it's so crazy. It was like, I've been through these bins, but the thing is, people will take things in and out of their carts. So, several bins that are right next to the checkout were overflowing because people had pulled things out of their carts and put them in the bin. Like, I'm not going to spend money on this. I'm going to go through this. A lot of people were looking them up on their phones, and I will say apparently there's another WWE thing. That one's definitely broken. We were slightly hungrier, I guess, because we we were picking up a lot of things people were putting back, and there was one guy that was putting things back. He's like, oh, it sells for less than $15.99. Oh, it sells for less than $15.99. We need to, I'm not going to waste my time or money on it. And honestly, maybe we need something like that. We were way more selective this time around because we had our kid with us, because we had a lot less room in the vehicle. With our overnight bags and everything, we didn't have a lot of room for everything. The reason he's picking up these greeting cards is I've been selling lots of greeting cards, just bunches of greeting cards. We got them at an auction. The auction was like I bought an entire contents of an end table in the auction, and the end table was absolutely filled with greeting cards, and none of them had been used. And I bundled them up and sold them. Is it like crazy profit? No. Was I probably selling most of them for like 25 cents a piece in the bundles? Yes. I think I just sold a bundle of 50 unused Christmas cards for, I want to say $9.99. But they're easy to ship. They're paper products. They're easy to store. I don't think I paid anything for them, really. I think it was one of those, I'm going to throw $1 on it and see if I get outbid. I did not get outbid, and I got that for $1. We got that too, and that's adorable. You like adopt a star or something and it hasn't been used. Origami mobiles. Is it mobile or mobiles? And not the city, the thing that's over. Yeah, I would pick that up. That's Weight Watchers. It's a points manager on Weight Watchers. I've been selling Weight Watchers stuff left and right. Hand over fist selling Weight Watchers stuff. And it'll be even more now because the first of the year is coming. People right before the holidays start buying this stuff because they're like, as soon as the holidays are over, I'm going to get into shape. Or they realize how out of shape they are when the holidays come around. They're like, oh gosh, I didn't realize, this didn't fit. I didn't realize this or that. So Weight Watcher stuff, Jenny Craig stuff, not so much, but old school Weight Watcher stuff is selling. The old books, the calculator, the binder, all of that. I sold a Weight Watchers binder, and it even had pages written in it, and I disclosed it had pages written in it, and people still bought it. Because again, 'tis the season. Abby's Playhouse. Abby Cadabby from Sesame Street. And I know you guys are just super excited when I tell you what the actual characters are. The ones I know, at least. The ones I don't know, I don't know. And I usually only know them if I had a child at the time that they were becoming popular. I can't tell if these are chessboards that are there, or if they're like wall decorations. I don't know what this is either. It's got an ox. Is it a speaker? Is it a clock? And as I said in other videos, this bins is a mainly majority hard goods bins. I would not come here looking for clothes. Yes, they sell clothes. I would not come here looking for clothes because the clothes I want to say maybe 2 rows, maybe 3 rows of clothes. Not a lot of clothes. Ironically, the spinny thing there at the bottom with like the pockets and stuff that his hand is right by, I've got that on my table sitting next to me. But I don't think I got it at the bins this trip. I think I got it previously at another bins, which is kind of funny if they all end up at the bins. So, but no, I have it. What he just picked up to play with, I literally have it sitting next to me on the table as I'm recording this, which is kind of humorous. It's super humorous because I don't think I got it this time around. Now in one of my videos, we'll see myself put it into the cart, and then I'll realize how terrible my memory actually is and how exhausted I am. I would have picked that up. That's a tiny travel bop it. Just because we have kids and car trips. So I would have picked up the tiny travel bop it. And honestly, this is going to sound so like first world spoil my children problems. I like to keep a couple, games, magnetic games. I have a tiny magnetic chess set I'll like to keep in my purse or something, or a small something in my purse to throw at my kids so they will, you know, be busy when we're in like restaurants and stuff. And I find it a happy medium between giving them a electronic device or giving them a game. So like Connect 4, Travel Battleship is kind of bulky, so I don't take that one a lot. I will take Connect 4 a lot. I will take Magnetic Chess and Checkers a lot, and I probably would have taken that small Bop It. It looks like a SWAT Halloween costume. We just went through our Halloween bin and donated all the costumes that none of the kids can fit in anymore, and it was really sad. The amount of princess fluffy dresses that got donated was just absolutely ridiculous because our kids had outgrown them, and our youngest couldn't wear them anymore. Not that she'd want to. I don't know if she wanted to or not. She was Master Chief from Halo one of the days, and then another day she was Marshmallow. But the only costume we bought was Marshmallow. I would have got that thing there. The 1970s thing. I want to say plant holder. Macrame. That's what it is. I would have got the macrame hanging plant holder. Those do sell. If you see handmade macrame, vintage macrame, pick it up. They sell so fast. I listed one and it was gone within 2 days. Always pick up the vintage handmade macrame. Whether it's a wall thing or a plant hanger, any of that, pick that up. That is my one reselling tip for you. Pick that up. Pick up the, not what he's holding, but the handmade macrame. Looks like something's broken there. Again, these bins, as far as bins go, are fairly clean. They tend to separate glassware and stuff. This is the end of the night, so I don't know if some of the glassware got like put together in there, but they would not have dishware with that. So I was happy with that. I only saw a couple knives in there. Of course, there was an older gentleman that was running around and collecting all like the pocket knives and stuff out of there. As you can see in this picture at the very end of my husband's video, this is the end of the first part of the day. I don't think he had much longer. His camera did run out of battery, but you can kind of get a hint of how busy it is towards the end, what it looks like towards the end, and how picked through all the bins are. And I'm looking here, making sure you can't see my kid in here. And no, you cannot see my kid. I think I see myself in the back, but you can't see my kid, and that's what I was worried about. So, have a wonderful day. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you all later.